B12 and the B6 and what happened now? Oh, okay. I can't hear you. Can y'all hear me?
I'm sorry. I hear
Oh,
record, and
okay.
I should have said something prior to. My apologies.
Okay. Okay, you're fine. Let me say okay, because it's staying for me to say okay. Okay. All right, but when we are stressed, our B vitamins they go to the wayside, and we need our B vitamins for energy. We need our B vitamins for brain health, especially brain health, because being a mom, you are a multitasker and you got to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, why you're doing it, and make sure everybody is, on one accord. But it helps to give us what it is that we need. And I got some notes here. I'm gonna read some of my notes here. Uh-oh. Give me a moment so that I can now the notes that I have for B vitamins, it says it helps reduce stress, boost your mood, and improve cognitive performance. And it was saying that a study found that taking a multivitamin with high levels of B vitamins, it helps to reduce a negative mood, and just different symptoms that we have. Like being a mom, sometimes you may get a little bit short with the kids, or because you're stressed, you're doing a whole lot of different things. And so replenishing those B vitamins help with that, okay, along with a multivitamin. Because I want to say this, with stress, a lot of people forget that stress can cause a lot of other health issues, okay? Stress can cause you stress can cause death. Not trying to be morbid, but I'm keeping it real. It can cause heart attacks. It can cause strokes. So we want to make sure that not only are we able to function and take care of the children, but if we ain't here, who gonna take care of our babies? So we have to make sure that we keep, as much as we can, keep our stress levels down as much as possible. And I know that's easier said than done, but any little bit helps. Whether if you just feel like, you know what, I just need 10 minutes by myself, I'm gonna go and sit out on the back porch, take some deep breaths, and just calm and relax, because they need us. And like I was talking with Sister Mika earlier, we are the chauffeurs, we are the chefs, we are the nurses, we are the referees. We wear so many hats that sometimes we don't take care of ourselves because we're so busy taking care of the family. Another supplement that I want to bring up is one of my favorite. I love B vitamins, but this one is my favorite. Ashwagandha. Are any of y'all familiar with ashwagandha, the herb? Oh my goodness. Ashwagandha is, first of all, it's an adaptogen. So what it does is, for stress, when we're stressed, like for instance, the B vitamins, what they do is when we take them, our bodies are being replenished from what we have depleted, right? But what ashwagandha does is, ashwagandha, it's an adaptogen. So it helps our bodies to be able to deal with the stress. So it's going to help our bodies it's going to help us to not have raised cortisol levels. And when we have raised cortisol levels, it causes us to gain weight. It messes with our mood and things of that nature. So ashwagandha comes in, it's like, hey, I know you're stressed, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you recover. That's what it does. And I'm going to read something from
real quick
notes that I took.
Hold on,
yes,
Sister Patricia. We have a question in the chat. Are
okay,
questions okay in between?
yes.
Okay. Jakayla wants to know, can she take ashwagandha while breastfeeding? Do you know?
Yes, you can, because ashwagandha is it's not a stimulant.
It's thin.
Okay, what happened? I just heard some. Did somebody else?
Somebody was off mute, but it's okay. We're back
Oh,
now.
okay. I thought somebody was asking. Okay, but yes, you can do ashwagandha while pregnant, because it's not going to, like I said, it's not anything that has caffeine in it. It's not anything that is going to make the breast milk taste funny. Because I know certain foods that we eat when we're breastfeeding, it'll make the breast milk taste funny to the baby, like garlic or foods of that nature. But ashwagandha is fine. You can take it while pregnant. They have it in the a lot of companies are coming out with gummies now. So you can find it in a gummy, you can find it in capsule form. You can find it in a powdered form. And that way, if you do smoothies and you want to add it to a smoothie, you can do that. But yeah, but it's very calming and relaxing, and it keeps it, like I mentioned earlier, where I said that stress can cause stroke and all these other things. Well, ashwagandha helps to basically regulate the body to be like, okay, this is what's going on, so we're going to help you adjust. We're going to help you adjust. But I want to read something right quick. Just some of the benefits of ashwagandha. Ashwagandha helps with hormone balance. And I was talking with somebody a few weeks ago, because I was talking about how men don't understand how being pregnant is not just, oh, you pushing the baby out. Once we're pregnant, we're dealing with hormone issues. Once we push that baby out, we're dealing with more hormone issues. It could be the thyroid. It could be postpartum depression. So ashwagandha helps with leveling out your hormones. It's also good for, like I mentioned earlier, stress. And it was something else that it mentioned that I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. Give me a moment here. The thyroid function. That's what I was like, So it helps to also regulate your thyroid, because once we have a child, our thyroid goes out of whack. It goes out of whack because having children, it's a beautiful thing, but it does some strange things to our bodies. And half the time we don't even know that it happened during delivery. We'll find out years later that your thyroid is shot or your hormones are out of whack. Do you see what I'm saying? So it helps with that. It also helps with stress and anxiety. So if you or anybody that has issues with anxiety, ashwagandha helps with that. It will help to, like I said, calm you down and to be able to not have to go on. I know some folks that are on, few people that take meds for anxiety. I know someone that takes Xanax. And Xanax, if you stay on that too long, that can be addictive. So with ashwagandha, you don't have to worry about that. It also helps with regulating your menstrual cycle. Okay. It reduces PMS symptoms. So if that time of the month you're feeling a little bit on edge, don't want nobody to talk to you, look at you, say nothing to you, ashwagandha helps with PMS. That helps to calm and relax you also. And it also helps with infertility. So if there's some folks out there that are thinking about, I'm having a bit of a struggle trying to get pregnant again, ashwagandha also helps with that.
So,
Okay.
Patricia, someone else has a
Yes.
question as well.
Mhm.
Sydney asks, do you have any recommendations for brands for the ashwagandha?
As far as the gummy, I would recommend, what is it? Oh shoot, some tip of my tongue. Anyway, I'll come back to that. But for the capsules, there's a company called Organic India, and their ashwagandha is really good. That's one of the ones I take. when I do the capsule. But with the gummy, let me look this up right quick because it's
Could
on
it
the
be
tip of my
Goli?
tongue. Huh?
Could it be Goli, Goli?
Yes, Goli. There you go. Because I'm like, and the thing is, we sell it at my job, and I'm looking at it in my head. I'm looking at it on the shelf, but I can't think of the name. Goli. It comes in a blue. It comes in a blue bottle, and the gummies taste good. If you're a person that don't like taking pills, if you don't like taking capsules or tablets, the gummy is the way to go. I like to do, like I mentioned, the powder, because I like to add it to things like smoothies, because anything in liquid form gets into the body faster because it doesn't have to digest or break down. It's already broken down. So if somebody has, let's say if somebody has issues with absorption, but they're having a hard time absorbing vitamins and minerals, then they can do the powder and add it to a smoothie. And I see somebody say how much sugar is in the gummy. That I don't know. I don't know offhand, or I should say I don't remember offhand. But if sugar is an issue, then I would go with the capsules. And Organic India, like I said, that's a really good company, and they're clean. So that's good. Yeah, they're clean. Another supplement I want to talk about, and this is not only is it important for stress, but it is a mineral that women constantly need to be on. And this is magnesium. Okay. And I've been seeing on TikTok and other social media things that everybody's been magnesium, and it's just all the rage now all of a sudden. But magnesium is really good because magnesium also helps with stress, anxiety. It helps with pain. Okay. It helps with PMS. It helps with perimenopause. Perimenopause has been a real big topic here lately. Perimenopause, menopause, and it also helps with keeping your cycle balanced if you're still having a menstrual cycle. And this is the thing with women, we are the most deficient in magnesium. And I'm gonna tell you how I know. During your cycle, a lot of women, they crave chocolate. Why do you think they crave chocolate? Because chocolate has a high amount of magnesium. Okay, so if you start on a daily regimen of magnesium, because at this point you are already depleted. Okay, at this point you're already depleted. So taking it daily, way before your menstrual cycle, but just taking it daily is going to help give you what you need as far as not craving that chocolate. Okay, unless you're gonna eat some dark chocolate, and a lot of folks don't like that dark chocolate because it's too bitter, but it's good for you. But you want to stay on top of your magnesium because it helps with all of those things. PMS, your pain. It even helps with menstrual cramps. Okay, it helps with I think I mentioned anxiety, but it just helps to calm you down. And I'm gonna get out of the camera right quick. I'm gonna show you because I'm looking at it and I gotta send this to my uncle. This brand here, this is the brand that I normally use. It's calm, it's in a powdered form. So you can make it, you can add it either to hot water and sip it like a tea, or you can add it to cold water and just drink it as a regular drink. And it tastes good. It's flavored with stevia, but you can barely taste it. But this is the raspberry lemon flavor. And they also have, if you don't want to do the powder, they also have gummies also. And if you are constipated, this right here, oh, this is going to take care of the business. This is going to take care of the business.
Would
So
you say that's
magnesium
more
is something
expensive?
else that's really good, and it's going to help with like I mentioned, the stress and things of that nature, but also because as women, we need it because it also helps with our reproductive organs, your uterus, your womb, all of that, fallopian tubes. It also helps with that also because that's a part of making sure that you're balanced with your cycle and balanced with your hormones. And I also want to mention that one thing that really bothers me as far as society goes is that society society will have mothers thinking that being a mother is the best thing 24/7, 365 days. You know, something is wrong with you if your children are getting on your nerves, or something is wrong with you if you feel like, hey, I'm just overwhelmed. Society makes it seem like you're not supposed to be stressed. You're not supposed to be overwhelmed. They make it seem like you're supposed to be this superwoman. And I think for us, especially Black women, because you know, statistics show we are, when I tell you, some nurturers, or making sure that grandma don't go to the nursing home. We gonna take care of grandma. We gonna take care of granddaddy. We gonna take care of everybody else but us, ourselves. Okay. So we need to, that's one of the things that, like I said, that bothers me about it. And I said that to say this. It's okay to feel like that. There's nothing wrong with feeling like I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired. You know what? I don't like my kids right now. I love them, but I don't like these kids right now, and that's okay. That is okay. But yeah, I just wanted to just like keep this simple, just so you can do just little things. Even if you gotta sip on some lavender tea. Lavender is also good for calming the nerves and relaxing you. And if you have issues with sleeping, sometimes our sleep schedule gets out of whack because we're dealing with babies. So lavender is something that you can use that in a tea form that's calming, relaxing, and you can also add chamomile with it. And with the chamomile, I'm gonna put y'all up on something right quick, especially y'all who got little kids, toddlers that don't want to go to bed, that want to stay up all night. Play tea party and make some chamomile tea. Now, if they are younger than 2, don't add any honey to the tea, because children younger than 2, they can't handle honey. But fix them kids, fix them babies, them toddlers, some chamomile tea, and it's night. It's a wrap. And they go sleep through the night while you're relaxing and trying to, get a hold of the rest of your evening. But that lavender and chamomile together, they're awesome in helping to eliminate your stress, and just to help you, just to feel like you have a load lifted off of you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. I used to be a single mama. And like I was telling Sister Mika, raising them 2 boys, eating me out of house and home, bringing in bugs and snakes and dead birds and all kind of stuff in their pockets, and it was crazy. But even then, I didn't know a lot of what I know now. But these little things can go a long way in making sure that you're sane, you're lowering your stress, and you're taking care of you. Because like I said earlier, we're needed. Our babies need us. If we married, our husbands need us, and other family members need us. But I also want to add, in other people needing us, that another thing that will eliminate your stress is to sometimes say no. No is okay if you already got a lot of stuff going on. It's okay. Or like sometimes I like to tell folks, ooh, my nervous system can't handle that. And I just, I just leave it at that. But we have to be diligent in making sure that we are okay. That we are okay. And these little things are going to help towards that. Does anybody else have any more questions or
Yes, and if
concerns
this is
or
some good useful information, drop a hand clap in the chat and let her know that this is some good stuff, because I feel like she's speaking to me. Every piece of everything. The stress,
because it
yes,
is,
absolutely.
yeah, because it gets crazy. It gets crazy. And I know for me, one of my things was I'm a procrastinator. I tell folks I got a PhD in procrastination. That's me. Okay. So for me, I always used to have, when my sons were young, I fought to try to be organized with different stuff. So even organization, if you ain't a procrastinator like me, organization helps a lot too, because it keeps things on task and it makes it less stressful for you. Because
Yeah.
one of the things I used to do, I'd be like, okay, I got to stay 3-4 steps behind, 3-4 steps ahead. I know that the kids gonna be home from school. I work night shift, so I got to make sure that before they get here, I got their stuff out for them to get ready to do, their homework when they get home from school. I done already cooked dinner. I got my timer set for how much I'm gonna spend with them with their homework and this and that, and then I'm going to bed. So any kind of way that you can organize your time and even if you have older children, they can assist sometimes to take some of that slack off you. Grandmama, granddaddy, daddy, baby daddy, who, because, and I'm a firm believer in kids if the kids here, they got a daddy, because it takes more than one person to have a baby. Get it. If you marry, get him, honey, I'm finna go to the store and get some milk. And make sure you take you a couple of hours to come back with that milk. Drop the baby off at the baby. Hey, I need for you to hey, these your kids too. Take them for a few hours. I need to de-stress, because we need that village. We need that village. And I'm good for telling women in a minute, drop them kids off at their daddy, or tell the husband, I'm gone. I'm cutting my phone off. I'll see you in a couple of hours. And take some time and just de-stress. Or if you just go in your car and just sit and read some scriptures, just something so that you're not stretching yourself thin. And because when we're stretched thin, we become irritable. And when we become irritable, we take it out on the kids, the husband, or whoever. So that'll kind of help with that also. Sit in your car, sit on the back porch, just something to distance yourself, even if it's for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
5-10 minutes, because you need it.
Patricia, Sister Dawn has a question.
Yes, ma'am.
She said, do you recommend women wearing a thyroid guard during an annual mammogram?
Yes. But this is what I also recommend. If you can, and I can't find anybody here in Chicago that does it, but if you can find someone that will do a thermogram, a thermogram, what they do is they put you in a very cold room, because they want the body temperature to be low. And what they do is it's an infrared scan. Your breasts aren't being put in no machine, but what it does is it picks up on red spots or if there's red or yellow, if it's yellow spots, then it shows like maybe something going on, or red spots, something's definitely going on. But what it does is it's less invasive, and you don't have to worry about your boobs being smashed. But I haven't been able to find anybody in Chicago that does it. Or if you can talk your provider into saying, hey, I don't want a mammogram, let's do an ultrasound. An ultrasound is more, like they've said, an ultrasound is more accurate. And they're going to, once you do a second appointment for your mammogram, like they'll say, oh, we're going to do this first one, and this is just to see your baseline. And then they'll say, come back for a second appointment, and they'll do another mammogram, and they'll do an ultrasound. And I'm like, well, why not just do the ultrasound? The ultrasound gonna pick it up. Ultrasound is not as expensive as a what you call it, a MRI. MRI will probably pick it up too, but some insurance will probably only pay for just the mammogram. But if you can find somebody to do a thermogram, do that. And your self breast exams. But yeah, if you could wear something that would, if they have, do they even have, Sister Don, do they have, I know they have it at dental offices where you can put the guard on when they're doing x-rays to protect the thyroid, but I don't know if they have it for mammogram. Let me see, Alexis, I started going in the backyard. Okay. Okay, he go to chat. Okay. I was looking for the chat. I'm like, where the chat at? Okay. But yeah, that would be if that's something that you could get a hold of, or that if they have.
Sister Don said you just
that
have to
would be
for it.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
Anybody
because
have
unfortunately I had to take a mammogram, and it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. They didn't smash my girls, but when she mentioned, she was like, yeah, well, we're probably gonna have, this is the baseline, and I'm like, come back for what? If y'all give me these results and it says ain't nothing there, what am I coming back for? I'm not coming back to see you. But I just did it just this one time because of it's a med that I'm on. Well, it's an infusion that I'm on for MS. I was diagnosed a couple of years ago. And with the infusion that I have to take, they tell you to, get a mammogram every year. But I'm like, I'm not doing this every year. Now, I'm not saying I'm not telling nobody else not to do it. It's just me, because I'm not, but if you can get the thyroid covering for it, get it done. So then that way it's protecting your thyroid, because our thyroid, once that thyroid is out of whack, our thyroid controls every last hormone in our bodies. And it can mimic other things, and they may not check, and some doctors may not check the thyroid first, because it can mimic other things. So yeah, the thyroid is your friend.
That's good to know about the ashwagandha with thyroid, because I didn't know that, and I have thyroid issues, and I've never even heard of that. So I'm so happy. I heard of like black seed or something like that, but I've never heard of ashwagandha, and I have ashwagandha. Well, I need to get some more, but it's something that I would take here and there. But now that I know that it's something that will benefit me with this dysfunctional thyroid, I'm definitely going to be taking it more often.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in meds for emergency purposes only, because you got to do what you got to do, period. So I'm not against meds, but I just think it's emergency purposes only. But I think that herbs, there's so many, you got herbs that are indigenous to the US, indigenous to Jamaica, indigenous to Africa, indigenous to Cuba. You have herbs indigenous to so many different herbs indigenous to so many different places that, you know, you can tweak and figure out some things instead of, you know, unless you absolutely need to. If you can avoid meds, that's a beautiful thing. You can always substitute with, you know, different herbs and things of that nature. But
You have another question as
yeah.
well. Alexis would like to know, is it the radiation that affects the thyroid?
Yes, it is. And if you can't, if the facility that you're going to does not have that protective guard, you can do this before and you can do it after. You can do spirulina and chlorella together. Those two will help to knock off, I don't want to say knock off, that's not the word I want to use, but it will help with keeping your thyroid in check.
What was the second thing you said? You said spirulina and what else?
And chlorella.
Chlorella.
Chlorella. Are you on meds for your thyroid?
I'm supposed to be, but we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Okay, so is it hypo or hyper? Hyper. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Sister
once you
Dawn,
start,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. You said Sister Dawn said what now?
She said anything that is penetrating your body, even the environment, can affect every part of our body. That's why it is so important to detox. But I wanted to ask you, what would be a good detox to do for your body? Because there's so many out here
Right.
that, you know, people just are doing. What is a good detox?
Now, this is what I do. And I got this. And some of y'all may be familiar with Sister Medina Nance from the IOG. She gave me this recipe years ago. And it is psyllium husk, bentonite, liquid bentonite clay, and liquid chlorophyll. And what you do is, like I have like little mason jars. So what I do is I add me about maybe 4 ounces of water, maybe about 2 ounces of 100% juice. Like sometimes I may do orange juice. And then I'll add my teaspoon of psyllium husk, my tablespoon of bentonite clay, and my tablespoon of liquid chlorophyll. Shake it up, throw it down, and throw some water behind it. Now, with this cleanse is going to help to cleanse your cells. It's going to help to cleanse the blood. It's going to help to cleanse your intestines. Okay. And what each one does is the fiber, which is a psyllium husk, what it does is it expands in the intestines, right? So it, first of all, it scrubs the intestines and it expands. It's really gelatinous, okay? So by it expanding, it's helping to keep you regular. If you drink enough water, you have to be a water drinker to do psyllium husk. If you don't, it will constipate you. But that's what the psyllium husk does. The bentonite clay, the liquid bentonite clay, pulls the toxins from the cells. Because sometimes people think, oh, if I just do a intestinal cleanse, oh, I'm done cleansing. No, all you did was just made sure that you regular going to the bathroom. So the bentonite clay helps to cleanse the cells, and the bentonite clay pulls everything out. So with that, you want to make sure that maybe a few hours after you've done the cleanse, then that's when you want to take your multivitamins. Okay. So the bentonite clay pulls everything out, whether it's bacterial, fungal, or viral. It's going to pull it out your system and it's going to cleanse your cells. The liquid chlorophyll helps to cleanse the blood, and it also helps to cleanse the liver. Okay, and it's going to keep you regular, and this is always an added benefit. Liquid chlorophyll is also an internal deodorizer, right? So what that means is that your poop ain't gonna stink when you go to the bathroom. Yes, I read your lips, sister. I read your lips. You said what? But it helps with that, and it helps with clearing the skin, because at one point, I think it was a few years ago, we couldn't keep, and it was hard to order liquid chlorophyll because some of the young kids found out, oh, this helps with acne. Folks was buying it up like it wasn't nothing. It was just, you could barely get it. But those are the different things that it helps with. And like I said, if you do that cleanse, you want to make sure that you are drinking plenty of water, because psyllium husk is a fiber. It's going to keep you regular, and it's going to make sure that you have productive bowel movements. And what it also does is, what psyllium husk also does is it absorbs and binds excess estrogen that we may have in our bodies and pulls it on up out of there. And with this cleanse, you got to make sure that you're not doing any processed foods. Okay, and I mean like hot dogs, lunch meat, packaged foods like Kraft macaroni and cheese or things of that nature, because remember, you're doing a cleanse. So you want to make sure that you're doing your fruits and vegetables. You want to make sure you're getting plenty of water. You want to make sure, I don't care if you, whatever exercise you do, I don't care if you just walking. You want to also do some walking, because doing this while you're cleansing for at least, I always like to put clients on it, the least 30 days, the max 60, depending on what's going on or how that client eats, or, you know, what their lifestyle is. But doing this for 30 days or 60 days, it's going to help you to get into changing your eating habits. Because now you cleansing, right? You're trying to cleanse. So you ain't trying to cleanse and put more gook and garbage back in your system, because then you'll be defeating the purpose. And you're not just getting just a intestinal cleanse, you're getting a full body cleanse. So that's the type of cleanse that I use. And I was supposed to start when we got back from Jamaica, because I was, yeah, my eating, I was a bad girl in Jamaica. So I needed to get back, you know, get on that cleanse and get that taken care of. But that's the cleanse that I really like, because it handles everything. It handles everything.
Thank you for that. I really
Yeah.
wanted to get into a detox, but like I said, there's so much information out here. It's just
Yeah.
hard to know
Oh,
what's what.
and I forgot, when you do this cleanse, because of the bentonite clay and the psyllium husk, if you, I always like to tell people, take it first thing in the morning. As soon as you get up in the morning, take it. If you are on any meds, wait at least 3 hours before, you do the cleanse, and then you wait until 3 hours later to take any meds or supplements that you want to take, because by that time it's already doing what it needs to do, and it's not going to also absorb all the vitamins, minerals, or meds that you just took. So you want to do at least a 3-hour window after you've taken your cleanse. And then you do the same thing at night. After your last meal, take that cleanse in the evening, and make sure you are on top of your water throughout the day. And it'll help to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Perfect.
Or
Sister
you can
Con,
juice.
oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you can also do a juice cleanse, green juice cleanse. And I always like to tell folks, sometimes when you say juice, people like to juice really sweet fruits. They'll do mango, orange, you know, all these sweet things. But I like to tell folks, do juice your greens. Like it's one juice that I like to do. I call it a green lemonade. and I'll juice either chard, kale, or collard greens, and I'll juice a lemon with it, and I'll juice a Granny Smith apple. And the reason why I do the Granny Smith apple, because it's not as sweet. It's like a little bit of a tart. But when you juice those together, you getting your greens, because that's what you really need. You need your greens. Your lemon is a detoxifier, okay? And your Granny Smith apple, that is going to get, that even though it's taking away a lot of the fiber, that's going to help with the taste. And to me, it tastes like and looks like a green lemonade. So you can add your, you can juice kale, collard greens, chard, what's some more greens? Those are my main go-tos. Those are the main ones that I do. But yeah. And it tastes good and you're drinking it. So if you want a juice to cleanse, that's fine too. Oh, and somebody said spinach. Now here's the thing with spinach. You want to be careful with spinach because spinach has, what is it called? Oxalates. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And if you do too much of it, you can get kidney stones. So you want to be mindful with the spinach. You don't want to overdo it with the spinach, but you can do spinach. Yeah. You just want to do it in moderation, because you can get, if you're not careful, if you overdo it, you can get kidney stones. Not everybody's going to get kidney stones, but because of the oxalates, that's one of the things that it could cause.
Ooh,
So,
thank you
yeah.
so much. This was amazing. You blessed me. I don't know about y'all, but this was right on time, and I appreciate it. I'm feeling like I could get healthy.
No problem. I'm glad that I could help.
Oh man. So how can
I'm trying to see anybody else.
the ladies get in touch with you? Where can they find you? What is your information?
I'm on TikTok as Abigail's Apothecary. I'm on Facebook as Abigail's Apothecary. I got my regular Facebook page, Patricia McBroom. You can email me at abigailsapothecary.com. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this in the chat
Yes, please.
once
I
I
don't even
see
think
how
I
to add it
spelled
to the
that
chat.
right. I don't think I spelled it correctly. I think I missed an I after
Okay.
the A.
I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Awesome. So while you're doing that, I am going to do a raffle. Everyone in attendance will be entered in the raffle. Miss Patricia has decided to give a gift of a body scrub, a body butter, and I feel like I'm missing something else.
Body scrub, body butter, and soap.
And soap. Okay, so that is the gift for the winner. So I put everyone's name in and I'm going to spin the wheel. And our winner is Regina. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations, Regina.
You got you some soap and some body butter and a scrub.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna I'm gonna need Regina's, when she can email it to me, because I put my email in there, but she can email me her address, her
I'll
full
connect
name.
you too. Yeah, I'll connect
Okay.
you. I'll
And
give
then because I have 3 different sugar scrubs, I got lavender vanilla, sandalwood vanilla, and then I got lemongrass. So you can let me know which one of those you would like. And then for the soap, I wanted to the soap that I wanted to gift is my turmeric gold bar.
I would love
Yeah.
that. That sounds amazing. Y'all hear what she got? She got some good stuff.
So I wanted to do that. So yeah, so she could just email me. Congratulations again, Regina.
Thank you.
Oh, and the body butter is unscented. I always keep my body butter unscented. You just smell the fragrance from the butters, especially from the cocoa butter. Because I've had people tell me, "Oh, this smell like chocolate." I'm like, okay, all right.
Thank you. Thank you. And
One
You're
last thing.
welcome. Yes.
There's a request for your website in the chat. Can you link it? Well, can you type it
Oh,
in the chat so that and then I'll also get her information and I will post it as well in case you guys, need it later on. I want to thank you all for joining day 2. Day 2 is in the books. I hope it was just as good as yesterday. I feel like I'm just stacking it on to becoming better and feeling better, to look better and do better. So I hope you feel the same. Tomorrow is day 3. We will be with Coach Ebony, and yeah, we last day and we stacking it on up, and I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow.
all righty. Thank y'all for having me. I hope I didn't ramble too
No,
much and
it was
get too
great.
long-winded.
It was great. It was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys have
Thank
a
y'all,
wonderful night.
sisters.
Have a wonderful night.
And reach out if you need.
You
If
know
need,
what,
just
Mika?
reach
I'm
out.
sorry. I meant to ask you because I was trying to get I was trying to get all 4 of my daughters to chime in yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And one asked, will you be reposting your event?
Yeah, I do plan to post it on my YouTube page. Yes. I do.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will let one of my kids know.
Awesome. I need
Because
to
I
talk
told
to
them,
you.
oh, okay. Okay. I look forward to it.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Do I? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Am I? Okay, leave meeting. Okay.